What's good, chat? I know this is a really random video to be making, but on my second channel, called Scooter Boys, I just made the new episode for it, and it went through a lot of interesting stuff, so assuming that you have already watched that, I'm gonna do a dev commentary or whatever on it, because there's a really interesting story behind it, and, you know, just yap for it for a little bit. Yes, playing hardcore mode. I'm going to immediately die, by the way. I, suck at Minecraft, in reality. Got some tea with me, dude. It's going to be chill as heck. So, okay. Yeah, just going to play Minecraft and talk about the show. Decent spawn. Okay. So, basically, Scooter Boys, you can see my little skin from the Minecraft scene right there. Yeah. Least to say, this episode went through, development hell. Okay. I wanted to do a developer commentary on all of the episodes after the series was over, because a lot of them have, you know, interesting little tidbits behind them and junk. But, excuse me, this one just had a bunch of crap happen to it. So, number one, the footage for this episode was recorded even before Mill Tilter came out. And again, assuming you've watched these episodes, right? Go and check it out. That would be freaking awesome. But, the footage was recorded even before Mill Tilter came out, so it has been sitting there since March in my camera roll. And you may be wondering, well, oh, holy frame rate. Okay, sorry if it's a little laggy. Computer's being weird. But you may be wondering, why did it come out in September? Well, I don't really have one major reason outside of real life just getting, insane. Let me put it in perspective. So, had Objects and Mirror footage, and then around the end of April, I recorded Mill Tilter footage with my cousin Tara. She was like the little cop girl in that video. That was her little cameo. So, had that done, and then it was like the beginning of May. And I had a crap ton of AP exams and stuff coming up. So, you know, decided to get through May and blah blah blah. And then I start working at the end of May, and I was pressure washing and cleaning windows for my uncle. Pretty busy with that. So there we go. And then I had to have gallbladder surgery because that's been going on for a while. And then after that, my ex decided it would be a great idea to cheat on me, so there's that, and I was a little down in the dumps for a little bit. So now, I blink one time and it's July, and I'm like, you know, Objects and Mirror has really been sitting there, and I've gotten out of the habit of editing because, you know, I've been sulking and boo-hoo, so might as well pick it back up. And I do. Only come to realize that the episode and the story I wanted to tell, I pretty much only recorded half of it with Oliver that day in March. Because over time, I mean, the episode never really left my mind, and I kept on improvising on it and figuring out what I could add to it. So, anytime in the episode you see, a weird change of lighting or something, I tried to mask it. But if you ever see, a weird change of lighting, it's because half of the episode was just recorded on a different day, and that would happen spontaneously through the following months. So, there's that, and I kinda hate it because for, the 0.5 people that have checked out my Twitter for the show, they saw a post of me saying, yeah, I wanna, you know, make an episode every month and keep it consistent. I want that 3-month gap between the Scooter Boy Showdown parts to be a thing of the past. And now, it's a freaking, 5-month gap? But, something I realized, that's okay. Especially considering the fact that, you know, I'm not some huge, you know, animator or creator. I would like to be, but that's not my life right now. I'm just some little dude trying to get through my last year of high school and making some little show about scooters and PNGs, I guess, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I think I've always been a little more hard on myself than I really should be whenever it comes to that. I guess I've always been that way. But it's important, if you're ever making anything, just try and have a good time with it. Try and have fun with it. And if something comes up, that's okay. That is fine. As long as you complete your vision, if you're still interested by the tail end of your, making of it, and people enjoy it, then, what else could you really ask for? Like, yeah, it took me 1,010 years to get it out, but then I got in a watch party with my friends and watched the episode together, and they laughed at it. They smiled at stupid little jokes or little references I put in, and were shocked at, the, powerful story moments, I guess you'd say. And that's all it's about, really. I mean, I would wait 3 years to make my episode, as long as it meant I got to have that little watch party. That means a lot to me. I mean, it really does. So, yeah, I'm not trying to get, all sentimental or whatever off the bat, but, I mean, I guess if I had any advice, maybe that, for anybody who might be, creating on their own, and for anybody who's actually watching this. I'm just making this for fun. Just chilling out. I should probably cook some food. That's a good idea. What else? I wrote down stuff on a little paper to talk about. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Dude, I know I already kind of touched up on this, but the amount of revisions that, certain scenes went over was insane. Just because my vision kept on changing for it over time. Like, spoilers, but the storm scene at the end, for example. After I finally let go of Brayden, and I walk into the big glowy thingamajig, and then I'm like, oh, why couldn't I do it? Because, if you let go of something, you still have baggage. Kind of a allegory for grief or whatever the heck, symbolism boys, blah blah blah. But that whole scene had completely changed dialogue, dude. It used to say something completely different until I got a rain sound effect, overlaid it, and started speaking new stuff into it. And I'm really lucky too, because since a lot of that footage was dark, I could it was believable that that's what I was really saying in those clips. So it kind of worked out pretty good. But originally, I don't even know what I was yapping about, because that big storm, number one, I didn't want to be outside in the lightning for a million years, and I was kind of in a rush because I wanted to go inside, and number two, it was 2 a.m. and I was tired. But originally, I was yapping about the same stuff until I curl up on the floor. And then, the big difference, I start talking about how I wish I could go back and be Phoenix Rider again, and go back to that era of my life, and that is still going to be part of the story, missing the OG Scooter Boys era and hanging out with Brayden. I mean, that is going to be a big part of the next episode particularly. Won't really shed too much information on it, but yeah, I looked at all that, and just my delivery and the timing and really bringing that stuff up now, whenever we already had everything else happen earlier. I felt it was more important to say less than that and stop yapping for so long. And there were entirely cut scenes too. Instead of the Shadow of Bear 5 grabbing the watch and slamming me into the stop sign, it was originally he pops up, and much like the first Scooter Boys AD episode, I go to try and punch him, and we had a miniature fight, and it was really hard to record. I propped up my phone on a trash can because I had nobody else outside to record. And eventually, is that a... No, I'm trying to find a village. But, excuse me. Yeah, I tried to punch him and everything, and I tried to throw the watch on the ground, and I'd end up destroying the watch myself, because I guess I realized it was too powerful or something. Oh, it was a village. Duh. I guess that was my idea at the time, but looking back at all the scenes, I mean, he's not fully over the loss of Brayden at this point. He was able to leave him behind, but then immediately, like, crashes out over it. Like, why did I do that? So, yeah, I thought it was a better writing decision, if you can even call it writing, to, you know, have Bear 5 take it instead. So, yeah, Storm Scene went through a lot. I'll probably... Oh, she ruined Portal, man. This is a good village. But, like, blacksmith and everything. But, I digress. I'll probably shed more light on this someday, if I do another developer commentary, like after the series ends or something like that. Holy lucky, by the way. I don't even have to go into a cave or anything. But there have been a lot of cutscenes and changed dialogue throughout the show, because this has not been the first time this has happened, not even close. For example, there was an entirely scrapped scene at the end of Scooter Boy Showdown Part 2, and it was going to be my first interaction with Bear 5, like the real Bear 5, ever. It wasn't going to wait until Tubula Rasa. And there was going to be like a whole thing where, you know, kind of like the stop sign thing, actually. He slams me into this tree after we have a little spout for a bit, and I recorded this thing where I, like, switched through all my costumes that I wore in each episode, and I liked it, but for some reason, my acting, if you could even call those early episodes acting, just got... It was not good for the longest time, unless I had Brayden or a friend there with me. I don't know. It was like, just recording things by myself for the longest time, I could just never get the vibe right, and really, like, say what I wanted to say, yada yada. Let's see. Flint and steel, gonna need that. I'm gonna go kill the Iron Golem, probably, too. Genocide route. Where is he? Oh yeah. I'll find him. But anywho, so yeah, longest time was just not good at it, and I look back at those scenes and I, even like right after recording them, I cringed. Honestly, I go back to the first couple Scooter Boys episodes, and I mean, I like them, they're endearing, and they're kind of meant to be stupid. The whole series is meant to be stupid, but like, it's meant to be stupid, way more than AD is. But, come on, buddy. Come on. Saw that little skeleton, too, you got stuck between. There we go. But, like, even then, I know it's meant to be dumb, and I still think they're charming, but especially the first two episodes, I'm just like, ugh. I don't know, just very certain things make me cringe. But no, like, even that very night, I looked at it and I was just like, this is not it, Chief. So, yeah, big tangent there. Didn't mean to go on that big of a tangent, but thought that was interesting. I've never really shed light on that before. Uno momento. Pickaxe over a bucket. Oh no, because we have that. Bucket, pickaxe, and enough for a shield, too. Good stuff. Okay, I have to organize my inventory real bad. I guess we'll go ahead and go into the Nether, man. I mean, I really need one more piece of gold to make boots, but what can you do? Go ahead and whip up another axe as well. Booyah. Okay. Yeah. Big tangent. I'm trying to think of what else I was going to talk about next. Let's see here. Oh, the Minecraft scene. Oh wait, we have gold right here. Okay, so the Minecraft scene. I could get off of this world right now and show you it. Maybe I can, like, at the end of whenever I'm done yapping. I don't know yet. But, holy crap, dude. Talk about something that took way longer than it should have. I guess I'll just talk about, like, anything interesting. I was mainly going to talk about, like, how long it took and blah, 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 but, okay. Quit yapping, get to the point. Dude, the Minecraft scene, oh my gosh. There was me, Oliver, and the cameraman, he was in spectator mode, my friend JC, that may or may not be popping up in an episode later. We recorded it, and I made that whole obstacle course, and I really liked it, But thinking about, like, recording it, I had no idea how I was going to mesh it up. I had no idea whatsoever. So, we record the stuff, and it took so freaking long to eventually make it. Oh crap, I don't have a thing of iron. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to mine for at least like one piece of iron then, that kinda sucks. Okay, well that's fine. But it took so freaking long. Like, it would either be, me messing up and falling off whenever I shouldn't because I was bad at the parkour, or like saying something stupid, or not knowing what to say and it being too silent. Went through a lot. There was one time, on one of the takes, the original thing for like the secret YouTube link, you know, with all the sniffers, at first that was a chicken jockey, and I went through an entire process. Like, I looked up a tutorial to get a chicken jockey spawning in. I had to do like this whole command block thing, but Oliver, in a blooper, actually I need to, maybe I could put those in the video too, like bloopers at the end or something, because I recorded a few of them. But in a blooper, Oliver ended up dying to one of the Endermen that were spawning in, because there were a lot spawning in. I don't see anything here. Probably shouldn't try an underwater mine. Get some water for me though. There we go. But yeah, he died to a bunch of Endermen and it was funny. But I turned it on peaceful, and then the second time I went in, this was like the 5th take by the way. I went in and started going to that scene, you know, to look at the link, and the baby zombie wasn't there. And in another recorded thing, I might have to try and find it later if I do the blooper stuff. I go like, oh my god, it's not there because I put it on peaceful. And they both started laughing and we had to scrap the whole take. It was good too. At first, instead of saying, you know, like Overwatch, I said Valorant at first. And I think that's objectively funnier than Overwatch, but it's okay. I probably could have mixed it in there, but I was running out of storage so badly at the end, because I've had my phone ever since freshman year of high school, which is like 3 years ago. It is getting bad, so wasn't trying to record much more than I had to. Yes, iron nuggets. Oh, a god apple. Heck yeah. I will take that any day of the week, buddy. Alright. Well, more suited up than we once were, and we can do iron ingot, and boom. Heck yeah. We're ready to go to the nether. I want to go back to the village one, though. Crap, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I was running out of storage really bad, and I'll get to that later, actually. That was one of the big things I was going to bring up. But I digress. During that whole Minecraft scene, I probably had to search through like 3 or 4 different takes and compile them all together, because some parts of some takes were better than other parts of other takes. And even on like the one take where we finally got the whole thing in order, it just wasn't really it. So I went back and compiled, and it was really difficult, but I think I made it semi-coherent to where you can't really tell it was a bunch of different takes edited together. I think I did it pretty well. So, was kind of proud of myself for that. But, another thing, oh man, it just now hit me, however long we're into recording, 2 of the other big things I was going to talk about. So, dude, yeah, Minecraft scene went well and everything, but this episode almost got, I mean, this kind of ties back into what I was saying earlier, but this episode almost got the entire series, like, canceled. Pretty much. It was just really hard to get through it. I already explained all the IRL stuff, and, you know, just some difficulties in editing. That's not really it, though, because I enjoyed the editing. I mean, that's obviously my hobby, otherwise I wouldn't do it. Oh, excuse me. Probably going to cook some more meat before we go. But yeah, dude, it got bad, especially after my ex, did all that stupid crap. Bit down in the dumps, and you get to a point where if you're away from doing something you like for so long, and you're like, man, I need to get back into that, then sometimes you just don't want to. I mean, I guess that's just called losing motivation, but that happened to me big time, and I mean, part of me for a little bit was almost just like, man, people aren't watching this crap anyway. I don't really think too many people would care if I just stopped. But obviously that's not true, because that's not what matters. What matters is, like I said, that call I had with my buddies laughing at it. I mean, any audience is a good audience, especially those cool people. And for any of you who have watched the series and have watched this video, thank you. Thank you a lot. I mean, on a difficult day, I think about the one little Timmy out there who is just so ready for the next Scooter Boys episode. Because, I mean, each of them do get, like, over 60 views at the least. So, I'm hoping out of that roster there is one consistent viewer. I don't know how rare it would be for them to find this video, but, I guess time will tell. But, man, thank you for watching my crap. Because if it weren't for you, then maybe it would have gone under by now, all of it. Let me get my phone real quick. I'm going to take a picture of the chords. There we go. This is not a good spawn. I hate the Soul Sand Valleys. My least favorite biome, by far. And I'm not too armored up either. I want to save this gold for the piglins, otherwise I'd make gold armor. Okay, well, get on our merry way. If I die, do not be surprised. But, yeah, I mean, it just got rough for a while. And, again, it's just a silly little show. I mean, life moves... Stop it. Life moves on, But it's just something I like doing, and I gotta remember that whenever I'm not motivated, and, stay consistent. So yeah. Motivation. We already kind of had that talk, didn't we? Are the gas gone? Are you gone, sir? Voice crack. Hello, voice crack. Okay. I can get some of the gold from up there. Number 2, though, on the big thing I was going to say. If that wasn't enough, and if 5 months between recording and actually uploading it wasn't enough, then my phone, during the tail end of editing, just started tweaking out. This is what I was talking about whenever I said I was going to bring up the lack of storage later. Man, you need to see my iPhone 12. I mean, you just need to take one good look at it. I have gone through and deleted a bunch of videos and photos that I never really wanted to. Gassed again. It's right there. Uh-oh. Don't you do it. Don't do it, buddy boy. Ha ha ha. There we go. Okay. Alright, change your mind. That's good. Hoo! Okay, while I'm running, yeah, my phone just started tweaking the heck out, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was, like, rapidly losing storage, and I use Video Leap, which I prefer it over CapCut for a good chunk of reasons. One of them being, their cutout tools. It's called cutout. Like, you take a video of me doing something, and then I crop it out to be just me. I know it's not the best, but on a mobile editing app, you are not going to have cutout tools any way you spin it, and Video Leap's cutout stuff is way more powerful than CapCut's. So, hey you! Let me get this. There we go. Alright, but we're gonna wait for a pearl or something good. Probably need to organize a little bit too. Don't want your quartz, buddy. There we go. Alright. But yeah, better cutout tools and certain things I just like a lot more. But I have had to go into CapCut for some very certain things. Like, CapCut lets you use your own fonts, for example. You can, like, import your own fonts. And anytime I make, like, a stereotypical meme, I do the impact font, which is the font you're going to see on, like, a lot of those old memes. And, you know, that works out. But Video Leap, a lot of the time, it is a love-hate relationship because it is trash for a lot of the time. We'll just put it that way. And what I was getting into, after you have a big project going on in Video Leap, I don't know if it's the same for CapCut or not, but holy crap, 43 arrows. I am making a bow, dude. Shoot. But if you have a big project going on, then... Wait, they're drawing their bows. Is that at me? Huh? Alright, if I had a little cut just then, my dad came in. So, you know, blame him for everything wrong in my life. Nah, I love my dad. He's cool. He's a chill guy. But, anywho. Another cut because I had to remember what I was talking about. Okay. Scatterbrain, man. Basically, yeah, what I was getting into... Whoo! What I was getting into was that... on Parkour Master here. There we go. But, yeah, if you have a big project in Video Leap, and you get out of it, like maybe to search up something else, or take a picture of something else, or go in your camera roll, whenever you go back in, it'll have like a lobotomy, and it'll corrupt. And I don't know if CapCut does that. I mean, it's decently powerful compared to Video Leap, so it might not. But essentially, while my phone was tweaking, and while I was doing the literal last draft of the episode, like the last one, I was just putting in the final song for the Coliseum scene. It was originally Black Knife from Deltarune, but I changed it to a song from an FNF mod that I really like, so I wouldn't have to worry about copyright. Oh man, I need to go put the credits in for the music soon. I haven't done that yet. But anywho, yeah, the last draft. Putting in the last music, putting in that song, and I forget exactly what I did. It was like, my phone was getting really, really hot, and I had to do something, and I was like, it better not corrupt, because I had to take care of something real fast, you know, exit the app for a good reason. Kind of forget what it was. Oh, man, what do I do? Here, we build up here. Into literally nothing, just a cubby hole. Anyway, so yeah, I had to like get out of it really fast, and then I went back in, and I was just like, please, please, please save. And obviously, it didn't, otherwise I wouldn't be ranting about it. And I was like, holy crap, no! Because since my phone was running out of storage so bad, I deleted a lot of the clips. And some of the clips were only surviving in that one draft on Video Leap. So I was like really relying on it, and it failed me. And I was like, holy crap, we are cooked. And earlier, before that, like way before that, I had the clips to the storm scene, and the scene in the mountains with Brayden, and the scene at the end where I look at the slideshow. Hold on. Crap, where can I go, man? I'm gonna have to go over here. I'm hoping I can find a bastion or something cool. Hoping. But, yeah, I deleted that stuff. And, of course, because why not, that is the stuff that got corrupted whenever I went back into it. Most of the episode is fine, except for that stuff. And obviously, I'm not gonna go drive back all the way up to Colorado for some little stupid scene in a show. And I would have even harder of a time getting Brayden to do that. So that's not happening. That was a one and done thing, and it was gone. So I was like, holy crap, holy crap. I was so scared. But I went through my camera roll, just looking to see if I had a single second of it left. And apparently, I don't know if my phone glitched out or not, but I either never deleted those clips, or I did delete the clips and they somehow resurfaced because my phone was tweaking. The storm scene, the mountain scene, and everything. It was there. So I could have cried from relief, because that would have been lost media forever. I am very picky about lost media, by the way. Literally today, I went to Walmart to get a flash drive to put every Scooter Boys episode on, and some other videos too. Got a good, like, 64 gigabyte one that I could put a lot of stuff on, because I am so scared of my work getting, like, corrupted on a phone, or taken off of YouTube for some dumb reason, because YouTube is awful right now. It has been for the past, like, 5 years. But, yeah. Big stinker about that, because I don't want something I spent, in this case, 5 months on my life on, in and out, wasted, just gone. So, again, for that very purpose, I was so scared, but I was able to get it all back, and re-edit some things, and boom, it was good. And Objects in Mirror was there, and it is recorded now, which is very awesome. And where do I go from here with the series? Well, next episode, if you type in that little YouTube link with the sniffers, you'll get a decent look at what the next episode is gonna entail in, but least to say, I am very excited for it. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge to make, but after this whole experience, it'll be a lot more coherent and a lot more directed well and not stitched together. I mean, I'm proud of Objects in Mirror, but if I had the skills I do now after making a monolith of an episode like that, then I think I could have made something even more peak. But that's the thing as a creator, right? Like, you're gonna not stop improving if you keep at it, even if something deletes or if something corrupts, or if you don't know the direction to take something in, and you do like a million different takes of it. If you keep at it, no, not just with editing, but if you're drawing or a musician or something like that, then you're gonna be fine, and you're gonna learn, and you're gonna make it. I mean, I don't really know what else to say outside of that. I've been needing these vines for a while, man. Another voice crack, hello. These vines are pretty much like your water buckets in the nether. Let's see here. Get that. That. Huh. Another cut, because my mom came in this time. She is cool, too. They battle for the coolest parent, but they're both the coolest parent. I have nice parents. Random awe. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You're going to be fine if you keep at it, and through whatever you make, whatever you do, you persevere. Flint and steel. Da-da-da. Oh, son! I am putting that on. Better than stupid rain boots I have on right now. There we go. But on the off chance that somebody either creating a series or wanting to make a series is watching this, I hope that helps, because you are not the only one that goes through struggles. Even with some simple little show like Scooter Boys, I mean, there are trials and tribulations, and that's just part of getting better at your craft. It can, the same thing can be said, same thing can be said for music especially, because that Scooter Boys FNF mod, right? Where is it? I was hoping more teasers would be out for it by now, but again, IRL got cuckoo crazy, and just now got Objects in Mirror out, so probably nothing for like the next week. But soon, I'm gonna be trying and making my first song for it, and I know what every song is going to be in the mod. I have it planned out. I have like every little event planned out because I spent a long time planning it out. Way back when, before IRL got crazy and everything, and I still like the vision that I have for it. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on that soon. I am done with saying like, oh, this is going to come out during this or blah blah blah. Friggin', if you look at Mill Tilter, it says this May, man. Like, no, that did not happen in the slightest. So, done with that. And even though that may suck for little Timmy Scooter Boy, who is so excited for the next episode, it's like, oh, I can't wait for May. It would be better to keep it ambiguous whenever it comes out next, versus saying, oh, this May, and then nothing for the longest time ever. So, you know, little bit of a dilemma there, but it's okay. I'm really excited though. If you look at Silent Flight / Wormhole Expansion, goofy title, then you'll see, you know, Levi dressed up as boyfriend or whatever, and yeah, I mean, as to be expected, he's going to be boyfriend in the mod, and there's actually going to be some story. It's not just some skin, not just some excuse to put one of my friends in it. I mean, it is. Levi's one of my best friends, but, you know, there's actually going to be, like, some significance, and, oh, Fortress, finally. And it is going to tie back in some way. I don't know how I feel about tackling this with the armor that I have. I don't really have a choice, do I? I guess just get the God Apple in inventory, find some blocks real quick, and just raw dog it, I guess. Oh, Lord. I don't know how much longer I'm going to record, but I'm just yapping about everything now, not just Objects in Mirror. Having a fun time. Let me get some of my tea real quick. Need some energy. Okay, let's get this fortress. MLG. Haha. Okay. But yeah, like Levi being boyfriend, it is going to have some significance to the story, not just an aesthetic thing. And I'm really excited for the mod, but I kind of have some doubt in myself. Like, I've never done something like that before, and I have messed around with FL Studio, and it is really hard to learn, because I totally legally got it off of Reddit, and got the producer edition, totally legally paid for it, as everybody else has done. And I made some stuff. I made my first song back in February. It's been that long since I've messed with it. And getting back into it, just like the editing, it's like, man, I don't know if I'm able to do this. I don't know if it'll be good, but it'll just be a new journey I have to start. And it'll be something new I'm going to have to learn. And for that reason, I don't know when the heck that thing is going to be, you know, officially done. At least V1 of it. I know what V1 of it is going to entail. I know the content that is going to be in V1. And it shouldn't be that bad. If I had a song complete, like... Ah! Oh no. Here we go. There's a blaze right there. Crap. Okay. Snipe out. Here we go. Where are you? Oh, there's multiple. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Don't have the armor for this, not one bit. Heard a wither skeleton, too. Oh, yep. That's the wither skeleton. Go figure. Hope you enjoy those pants, buddy. Man. But, Yeah, case in point, I don't know when V1 is going to be. This is it, by the way. You can tell Deltarune just came out whenever I made it. But it kind of sucks because V1, at the very least, has to be out by a certain time in the story, because I am going to have Levi show up in the series finale. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully he'll be down for that. Hopefully he'll be available. He's a really busy guy for a 17-year-old. Let's just say that. Very grown up for a 17-year-old. Has to pull a lot of his own weight. But if he is available, I'd love to have him there. And love to have him be a part of one of the episodes itself. So yeah. But back to what I was saying before that. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, there's hot tourist destination. Okay, cool. I got that achievement in the end somehow. That is great. But yeah, hopefully I can get him down for that. And what I was saying is, if I could complete like 2-ish songs a month for the mod, then it should be out around Christmas. But again, that's not really a guarantee. And I am very much so hoping for the next Scooter Boys episode to be out in 2025, because it would be kind of embarrassing for the 2025 roster of episodes to only consist of like 2 of the mainline episodes, which is good. That's better than 0. But for a full year, like, that's 1 episode each 6 months, man. So, again, here I go with this deadline crap, but I'm not going to say anything official. I expect, I'd hope, I could get V1, or at least, like, a good chunk of V1 done by Christmas time. That would be awesome. And the next episode done by Christmas time. That would be awesome. Be a cool Christmas special, actually, if I went and like held out until then. But again, no promises, not trying to give a time frame or anything. But yeah, that'd be cool. I spent way too long on this, by the way. I thought the Prismarine was cool, and these little lights kind of reminded me of some like cathedral-esque thing. And I love Deltarune Chapter 4, wonder where I got a cathedral aesthetic from. But go through here, the key, blah blah blah. This was fun. I mean, it took a long time, took a lot of takes, but we had a really fun time with this. Here's the... Hey, you don't even have to go back to Objects in Mirror. Here's the link right here, if you want to check it out. Lord, there was something else I was going to mention. What was it? What was it? Might do another cut, honestly. Oh, you know, one thing. I mean, I'm sure everybody who watched... Oh, that's pretty. I like these new flashes. But I'm sure everybody who watched Mill Tilter and then Objects in Mirror could easily tell that the man behind the mask was Oliver. But again, I was surprised, you know, my character, I was surprised in the Coliseum. Whenever I see that little chunk of his face, I'm like, Oliver? Whoa, whoa, whoa! So I tried to, you know, keep it discreet in the narrative of who it was, even though it was very obvious. But then, in the slideshow timeline, you just have Luke v. Oliver on the screen. I noticed that today, and I was like, dude, are you kidding me? But it's okay. Those little mistakes, they just make it more charming, in my opinion. I mean, unless it's a mistake that you're going to have to, like, redo everything for. For example, actually, all of that, like, almost losing the episode crap happened on the night of September 17th. And, of course, September 17th, Constitution Day, baby, America, was the 2-year anniversary of Scooter Boys. and I really, more than anything, wanted it out on that day. But number one, that happened, and number two, I did get a version of it out on September 17th, and it was the version with Black Knight instead of that FNF song in the Coliseum, and very rushed editing with the Coliseum because that was like the very last thing I edited, and dude, it was not it because I rushed. It was not it at all, man. You don't even know. I set it as an instant premiere thinking that would make it show uploaded September 17th, no matter how long it took to upload, but it didn't. It ended up uploading at like 12:22 that night, and it showed up as September 18th, so either way I was just like, I was gonna delete it anyway, because I was not proud of the last few things I did, so I was gonna delete it anyway, but especially with the timing and everything, it was like, yeah, where the heck did that go? Who knows. But, yeah, with the timing of it and everything, just like, no, get it out of here. I don't think anybody viewed it, because by the time I got on it, it said like 1 view, and I was really tired, so that might have been from me, might have been from one other Lucky Joe. You never know if anybody saw it or not. But went back, edited it, took my time, and got it out on the 19th, and we were Gucci. We were fine. So, yeah, there's that. I ran out of things. Whoa! He's in... Whoa. Black void inside my body. What the heck? Black knife, bro? Anyway, I think that is going to do it. I think that is going to be the end, because I have kind of ran out of things to talk about. I enjoyed doing this. I want to do it again. I don't know when I'm going to do this again. Maybe it could be for like the FNF mod in the hopefully near future, or the next episode. Honestly, I have no reason to not name drop it. It gives somebody who actually watched this a little bonus. The next episode of Scooter Boys is going to be called Duality of Man. And that's actually an inside joke to a little gag between me and Brayden. Or a little gag between me and Brayden by the time I thought of that title. Because that title's been in my head for a long time. Used to be a big inside joke, but haven't really talked about that in a while now. Yeah, Duality of Man. And paired with the information that came from the secret link video, I'm sure you can kind of connect the dots on what that means, and if you can, then be excited. And if you're not excited, then I will kill you with my bare hands. Thank you for watching, if you have been watching. I just wanted to do some little chill thing, and now I guess I can put the bloopers. So go watch the bloopers, and have a blessed day. God bless you all. God bless America. Constitution Day, baby!
Let's wait for your set game of the survival to go away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're good. I wanted to do this for a while.
Oh my god.
Jacob, get off my screen, bro.
Oh, no! 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 Not again! No! No! No!
Get away from me!
Don't!
No! No!
The device.
Fuck you, Brayden. Oh, no.
You can't say the F word in Scooter Boys.
Oh my god.
You can't say the F word in Scooter Boys, bro. Oh my god! The baby zombie's gone because we turned it on peaceful.
Just keep going, bro. Keep going.
That's like an essential part of the video. That's the unlisted thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.